when we last left the Redeviants.
Despite the dank dreariness of the Underdark, I was thrilled to finally be a whole layer of earth away from my father's clutches. Turns out there are worse things to be clutched by. A horrific abomination known as the Sorrowsworn. They seem to lurk deep below the surface, waiting to spring their trap on anyone unfortunate enough to stumble upon it. They nearly had me. If it wasn't for the quick thinking of Ajax and the rest of my companions, I fear I would be forever trapped in their grotesque embrace. Now, a new foe appears. Pixies, presumably hailing from the Fey Wilds, assaulting a local farmer. At least they aren't hideous to look at. Arcane Amphitheatre. Episode 41. Pixie Problems.
Any questions?
Nope.
What's even going on here?
What a
What's
weird
even going
fucking
on
cat
here?
dog thing.
Kaixus, Raggax, as you guys rush around the corner, you will see what is essentially a dwarf with this long, scruffy white beard, and then wrapping itself up all the way up past its ears, and this beautiful head of white hair that rushes down to about shoulder length. One long white beard and one long white mullet. And you can see that this dwarf has this very light purplish skin that has begun to crack, almost like the cracks themselves have become bleached. So he's got these streaks of this pale white cracking around the light purplish gray skin tone of him. And you will see him waving that battle axe, trying to fend off these 5 pixies that are currently harassing him. What do you do?
I think...
Fuck off, pixies!
I guess we're telling the pixies to fuck off. I was going to take the more diplomatic approach. Ask what's going on, trying to get an understanding of
which one to choose.
background on each party, what's going on here, what's the source of the conflict. Nah, I guess we're just fucking up the pixies. So, I run up to a pixie and I try to punch it.
Hey. Roll initiative.
All right.
Just those two, right? We get to chill out here.
Just them, because you guys
the sound
are...
of fuck off pixies, I figured that I would come running at least.
You guys are a couple 100 feet away.
We'll let them deal with it. It's fine.
I will also say, this is the Underdark. Why are pixies here? This isn't their stomping ground. They're the invaders.
We're also the invaders. Brennan.
18 on initiative.
Facts. We are invaders.
18. Kaixus, what did you get?
4.
Dang. 4. Oh, wait.
4.
4. Quick point of order. I did throw, to my recollection, I threw a pellet before end of last session.
It was a black bear,
It was a
right?
bear.
That's right. I'm glad I remembered that.
Our listeners would be very confused.
Where's the bear?
Where's the
Why is
bear?
it a tiger
now? What is this?
How are you going to tell me that there was a bear last time?
Well, here's the fun part. Raggax, you go first as you rush in and shout, fuck off. And you see these 5 tiny little pixies, all of them just twirling around. They appear to have these small, petite little, daggers or rapiers, you can't quite tell, and are trying to slash up the farmer.
They're the sandwich swords.
Raggax sends in the black bear to maybe start doing some damage on these pixies.
Okay. You go first. You bonus action the bear to command him.
Bonus action.
Yeah.
Bear.
I'll
Bonus
use
action, bear.
my bonus action to have the bear run 40 feet towards the pixies, and he's going to make a multi-attack. So here is the first attack.
Go, bear, go! Get him!
It's going to be 16 to hit for this.
That will hit. Roll damage.
All right, this is going to be 1d6 plus 2 piercing damage. That's going to be 6 points of piercing damage on one of the pixies. And then he's also going to make a claw attack. That was a 5 to hit.
No.
Oh no. Black
Okay,
bear.
we've got our range. 5 misses, 16 hits.
Oh, it's somewhere in there.
The bear that has emerged from your pellet just and immediately starts barreling towards
Bear,
the
Oli.
combatants. And all 6 combatants that are not you guys stop their fighting for just a quick moment. And there is this collective, "Ah!" and they all scream as the bear lunges up into the air, bats one of the pixies down to the ground. She bounces back up. You go to like bite her and it misses, and all of the pixies stop and glare at the bear, and you see 5 tiny little heads just look at you now.
Hey, pixies! Hey, stop messing with this guy.
And he will, as Raggax is running into the fray, he takes his ceremonial dagger, he makes a cut on his hand, he throws his hand out, hoping to throw the blood further, and he's going to attempt to cast Thorn Whip on one of the pixies.
Over here. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Right. 15 to hit.
That will hit. Roll damage.
Now it's down
Right.
to 15. All right.
It's going to be
All right.
2d6 piercing damage for 4 damage. I did not roll very high, but
4 damage. As you go ahead, the blood envelops itself into this like spiky blood-like vines that wrap around the pixie that is already like bouncing back up from the bear's attack. They wrap around the pixie, and you hear it go, and then you pull the corpse of a pixie towards you.
Nice.
That's one, fellas. All right. Not Jared. Do something, please.
Well, Jared, unfortunately goes last in this initiative with his 4.
Oh, that
Facts,
sucks.
yeah.
As all of the pixies look at each other, and you hear this, he was supposed to be alone. Yes, he was supposed to be alone. He has our stuff. And you hear a third one. No, he has an army. Invasive maneuvers. And they all go invisible.
Oh no. Oh no.
Kaixus, it is your turn.
Shit. Don't have like see invisibility prepped.
Pick up like a handful of sand and just chuck it in their general direction.
The classic pocket sand maneuver.
Absolutely. What's the
Bound to hit someone.
last place they were at?
They are about, we'll say 15 feet in front of you, where you see the farmer and like all of his cuts. They were surrounding him. That was the last place you saw them.
Oh, they were surrounding him. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna hold my turn.
You
Call me lame, but
hold your turn as
Is it the end
As-
of the turn anyway?
it is the end of the turn. As,
Or do
what
you
are
make
the rest
it?
of
Do
you
you let it
guys
rest?
on top of the hill? What are the other 4 of you guys doing?
I feel like Sheelal would probably
booking
get
it?
Well,
antsy
it's
and
time
just,
to go, guys. Let's
start
go.
running in.
The 4 of you guys, Aaravani, Ajax, Sheelal, and Iska, start rushing down the hill as Kai, you are just sitting there, like, waiting for something to happen. And the farmer, he takes his battle axe, just shoves it into the ground, just, ooh. Well, let me tell you, them pixies, they are something. All right, woo. I would have been cut up, minced meat. You would have seen one pure white fella on the ground minced up into dwergar meat, and I would have been one of them farm animals that I sell. Woo! Thank you.
No problem.
oh, that's no problem. I feel like a decent amount of us know what it's like to have our home invaded, so glad we could prevent that for someone else. What?
As we were the invaders the last 2 or 3 times we entered a home.
Hush.
We had a key. We had a key.
We did have
That's
a
not
key.
invasion.
That's
It's
true.
about survival.
exactly.
Yeah, Anyway, what was that all about? Why were you guys fighting?
And you see he's like brushing off some of the blood that's like they've essentially just minuscule cuts around him. Oh, I've been fending off them fairies for 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 5 months now. Them little pixies, they don't know. Just went to quit. First we were friendly, thought it was just a game. But no. They really want a piece of Uncle Ermy.
All right,
Uncle
Uncle Ermy.
Uncle Ermy.
So write
All
that
right.
down.
What were they saying about you? I guess you have one of their things.
Oh, that's because they think that these wild animals, and he points behind him. And as you finally get a look at the farm around you guys, you see a barrage of rather unique, unnatural animals behind him.
Oh.
The first is a small pen of 4 5-headed ducks that are quacking in this annoying unison. The next you see is a large pen of what at first appear to be cows. But upon closer inspection, you'll notice that the white and black speckles of a normal cow are actually purple. And instead of like black spots, there are these purple pimples that are forming outside the skin of each and every cow. Ooh, well, what you see is these pixies, they think that these wild animals belong to them, but no. Uncle Ermy saved these animals here, yes?
I mean,
Every single one.
I believe it. I've got no context for you, so I can't tell if that's a lie or not. One of your animals did tell me to fuck off.
Oh, that's Otto. That's right. O-T-T-O, spelled both ways because it is a cat.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Creative name, that.
You guys, by the way, the rest of you have arrived by this point, as you guys can see around it. And he points to the cows. Those right there, that I call them purple delights.
Okay.
Purple delights.
Purple lights.
Yes.
All right.
We're all just looking at it, not even saying anything.
Also, we don't need to be concerned about these pixies coming back, right? Like, they're gone.
Oh, you probably do. You see, allegedly, I don't know much because, I don't get out much. But these are creatures from this place called the Fairy Wilds.
Do you mean the Feywild?
Sure.
Oh, I've heard of that place.
The Fairy Wilds or the Fey Wilds?
I think you broke him.
Oh, no.
Give him a little tap on the head. Give him a little reboot.
Feywild.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, he got it.
Unless it was Fairy Wild.
Oh.
I don't know. I was never taught to read, so, but that's all right.
We're getting a lot of exposition on this.
As you say that, you are getting the sense that this guy is not going to stop talking.
Sir, it's a pleasure to meet you. Aaravani
Uncle
is my
Ermy.
name. Ermy, you said? That's
Uncle Ermy.
Uncle Ermy. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Aaravani.
Uncle Ermy.
I offer a hand.
Oh, I've never. Oh, yes.
I take
A bird.
it away very
Are you
quickly.
another creature from the Fairy
I am
Wilds?
going to step back here. It's a pleasure to meet you,
Bold
Uncle.
proposition.
I'm going to walk away.
Sheelal gonna instinctually lift his left arm, but since it's not there, he's gonna go with his right arm and shake his hand.
Hello, I am Sheelal.
Oh, Sheelal, I love that name.
I like your farm.
I think I've got a creature for you to meet. You look just like him. And he picks you up.
Oh.
Be careful, please.
Some coins fall out of his arm socket.
And he just carries you about like 60 feet further into his farm. And you can see another like large pen. This time there are wooden fences that are about 10 to 15 feet tall. And as you look in, there is this puddle of black marsh water that's just sitting there. You and him look just alike. And he holds you up. Baby, come here. Baby, come here, boy. Come here, baby. And you see these bubbles starting to emerge from the black water. And what you start seeing is, at first, the head of this frog-like creature with these orangey yellow amphibian eyes that start to emerge.
Whoa.
And as the creature starts to stand up out of the marsh, you can see this large, wide mouth with this massive just throat sac that hangs about 4 feet.
Oh my gosh.
And this greenish black skin. And this creature doesn't stand on 4 legs. Rather, it is on its hind legs as a humanoid frog with these massive bubblish muscles begins to emerge. This sinking guts that hangs about another 3 feet onto the ground as it starts to like walk over to you. These large jagged teeth, and it just
Wow. What's that?
I don't know. Call him Bibby.
Hi, BB.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Sheelal, I would advise you get down from his hands, please. Let's not get too close to this thing.
Yeah, little guys, I would not let this guy get a lick of you, lest he finds you scrumptious.
Okay.
And I've seen plenty of little guys get eaten by him.
Hey, so Ermi, I've got a quick question for you.
I've got a quick answer for you.
So, I'm not gonna lie, we had kind of a shitty day here in the Underdark. We were wondering, you know, since we did help you out with your pixies for now, what if we kept the black bear here tonight? Keep watch, and maybe we could take shelter at your humble abode.
Woo! Uncle Army hasn't had company in a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
I accept.
I can see why.
Nice.
Oh, perfect. Guys, we got lodgings.
I'm almost
It's
wondering.
better than nothing.
I feel like the Underdark might be better than whatever this hellhole is.
Can we please go back to the surface?
Uncle Ermi, if I may, what's the nearest civilization to here?
Ooh, I think that's Beluseo, and boy, oh boy, it's like a really long walk.
Okay, how long does it take you to walk there?
Can we get a more accurate representation of what a really long walk is?
Talking like a day, 2 days?
And
3
it depends
days.
on your definition of a day down here. We don't really get no sun. So you walk till your leg gives out, and if your leg gives out, then by Sylvanus, you best hope them animals out here don't get you first. That's a day's walk.
Oh, okay, all right.
So what other animals
Okay,
do we need to
a
be on the
day's walk.
lookout for besides these assortment that you have around here? We've ran into a few so far, but I'm sure you know much more than we do.
Well, you know, we've got purple worms, we've got, well,
I've never heard of that.
oh, think of a giant worm.
That's purple.
That's purple.
I think I got the picture there.
Well, the thing is, in reality, it's just, a lot of the stuff around here, well, we call it exotic. Even for the Underdark. A lot of the creatures down here, they, at least from what the pixies say, a lot of them come from this, fairy wild, and this, what they call it? This, the shadow falling. That's what they say.
Okay, the Shadowfell.
The
and
Shadowfell?
Feywild.
Falling.
And the
Oh.
Feywild.
Oh, I've heard of that place too.
The shadow falling or the shadow fell?
He broke again.
Shadow fell. Yes.
So, I feel like any day it's a different animal around here. Woo, sure keeps my life real interesting.
What do you What do you grow, by the way? Do you grow
Nothing.
things? Oh, never mind. I thought you were a farmer.
I wait for people to come around, and well, right now there's people from Beluseo coming by, and they're like, well, Uncle Ermy, have you found anything new? And I go, well, Mr. or Mrs., I sure have. And right now, well, I'm hoping that good old Bibby, and he points back at Bibby, I'm hoping Bibby's next. They say they grab my things for the, for their fight pit.
Yeah, I figured that's the case
alright,
after you said that.
this is starting.
That
I'm
makes
starting to
much more
Uncle
sense.
some pieces
Ermy, I think
together
I have
here.
some bad news for you. I think your creatures are dying.
Well, whew, that hurts my soul.
I'm sorry.
I'm
I just-
sorry, but
So your whole life's
Yeah.
purpose has been to grow and raise these livestock for the slaughter.
God.
Well, no, what you see is I've been hanging around Abby and Andre, other creatures from the fairy wild. And, well, they've always told me that what is life's purpose, and that's a message I've been pondering for many years. But then I read books about Sylvanas, and Sylvanas teaches you that nature's course is death. So can I be sad, or is that sorrow? I don't know.
Interesting. So you worship Sylvanas.
I try to.
You want to know who I worship?
Oh
And
my god, by the gods.
He leans in close. I worship Leviatar.
Who?
Wait, you don't know Leviatar?
No, actually, I don't really know.
Oh, well,
Many gods.
I think it's mainly only Loth or the other person. What was it?
that's right.
Alistra something, I believe.
Oh, Elias Tree.
Eliastri.
Well, Leviatar is the goddess of pain and suffering. And I'm really good at making people do that.
Well, respectfully, that fucking sucks.
Well, I
Right?
mean, there's more to it than that, but I'm no teacher, you know. I mean, I could try.
Yeah, let me, let me worship a god that tells me to go snap my neck every day. That sounds great.
The perfect foil to Raggax right here.
Who's that?
Here it is.
Apparently, what'd you call her?
Leviatar.
Leviatar.
Oh. Does she want me to snap my neck, Raggax?
As
No.
charming and thought-provoking as this conversation is going, can we get a move on here?
Before that, Uncle Ermy, what kind of creatures has these people taken to said Belusio or Beluseo? Just, for the future, potentially.
They haven't been in a little bit, but so I have to go check out my ledgers. It's been probably 2 months, and
All right.
well, my memory ain't what it's been. But if you all wanted to stay, you all are welcome to hang out, and I can go check it out. Are you all planning to fight in the fight pit?
We are planning a visit, for sure. It would be nice for a little bit of knowledge in the future. That's why I ask.
Oh, you'll make great money in the fight pit. I can't fight, but
I keep glancing over at Arrow. I'm just like, he's got those dollar signs in his eyes.
Sheelal turns to the team. Can we take Bibby?
No.
We can take
No.
BB. Yes, well, I'm looking at BB. We can take BB.
I don't know about that.
Can he come with us?
Ermy, can BB come with us?
well, right now, Biddy, let me see those muscles. And you see the giant frog just slowly begin to flex. Not yet.
Oh,
We gotta get you some more. Let me feed you. What are you in the mood for? Uh-huh. Yes. And Bibby doesn't respond, by the way. It's just looking. There's not even noise.
Hypnotoad.
Our little guys are
All
off
right.
the table. Just putting it out there. And Iska, she's technically not a little guy, just a small, normal person.
No, he's been partial to human arms lately. but none of you all are human, so sucks for you,
goodness.
Bibby. We're gonna have to, wait for someone else to swing around, and then he looks at you, Kai, for me to take and rip apart and feed to the giant toad in which I call Bibby. It's what I would say if I was a madman.
Yeah.
When's the last time this thing's fed? You said you haven't had any visitors in quite some time.
Lately, well, I've just been throwing vegetables at it, but he's not a vegetarian. Look at that thing.
I mean, there's a dead pixie over there. Maybe
I was
that could.
about to ask,
Yeah.
is that pixie still there?
Yeah, you
Oh,
could
the
try
pig's
that.
on the ground, dead. Little one, you want to go feed him?
Yes.
Please
oh my
be
God.
careful, Sheelal.
Please toss it.
He's gonna
Don't-
run
don't
over
get
to
too close.
the pixie, grab it up, and then run over to Bibby and hold his hand out, palm out.
No, back.
What?
Now hold your hand out, and you're about 10 feet out from the
Oh, okay, I see.
fence. All right, hold your hand out.
Okay.
All right. Bibby, slurp! And you see its tongue extend 15 feet out, wrap around the pixie, and then
Oh, that was so fast.
Oh man, this is gone.
I think it liked it.
Sheelal's gonna try to shoot his arm out, but it can only go at like a certain speed. It's not nowhere near as fast as that.
Kaixus, can you make this faster?
Make what? No.
But it could be really useful.
Ooh, grappling arm. Grappling arm, Kaixus. Kaixus, I'm surprised that you haven't done that yet with your arm.
I do like the
being
idea of
honest.
a grappling arm. Hey, you think I haven't tried? It's a matter of getting it down to I just haven't figured out the math yet. Okay, it's subtle. It's a very difficult arcane
I didn't know there was an
engineering
equation for grapple
endeavor.
arm.
Everything
Look,
requires
once
an
we have
equation.
the funds for that, we can try whatever we please with both of your arms.
Exactly. We need to get some material. Once I have some material, I can start whipping up your new arm, Sheelal.
Do you have material here, Uncle?
Ooh, that depends on what material you need.
High quality, high grade steel.
No.
Any bones?
Yes.
Do you really want me to make your arm out of bone? Out of bone?
That's just what he's used to.
His arm is already made out of bone.
I mean, if we've got time left today, sure, I'll give it a shot. But if we have to go to bed immediately, then nah, it'd be more fun to try it. Show me your bones, old man.
Whoa!
To the shed.
Show me.
I follow
Show me
to
some
the
bones.
shed.
Show me bones, Ermy.
shed.
Ajax is about this close to just continuing his journey and going to Beliseo alone.
I'm with you, Ajax. I'm not gonna lie. I'll go all night if I have to.
He takes you guys. Essentially, he continues like taking you guys around further into the farm, and you will see then this small little shed. Oh, not small, but rather large wooden shed out in the back, and you walk next to two fences. On your left are the Purple Delights, and on your right is a large pond. And you will see two purple alligators swimming inside the pond.
Ooh.
And one of them will see Ermy and then slowly swim to the edge. And slowly emerge outwards. And you can see him almost sneaking up on Ermy before Ermy goes, Andre? And they have this sort of quick standoff for a second. What do you want, Andre? And you see Andre slowly turns his eye to you, Kaixus. Well, I might say this fella here in the large armor appears to be quite the intellectual, the way he walks, the way he carries himself. I think he might have some very interesting stories, wouldn't you say,
That purple alligator chatting us up.
Oh! Woo! Yes, that right there. That is Andre the Allegorical Alligators. They'll talk your ear off, let me tell you.
Allegorical alligators.
Even more so than we already have.
Well, I'm not gonna lie here. we're the same skin tone and of relative same intelligence. This is fun. I would love to talk to an alligator. How you guys doing?
Oh, I am doing absolutely wonderful ever since we, ended up on the other side of this, realm. We were one time just swimming through a pond. And then Allie and I, and that is Allie over there. And you can see Allie is another alligator that she has swam away, and she's clocked you guys talking, and has begun moving chunks of rocks and woods and logs, and is beginning to prep like a chamber or like seating for people to sit in if you were to want to go in there.
Oh my god, this is great. I love this.
Huh? Huh?
Is there a problem here, Elf?
Elf?
Yes, is that not what you are?
I'm kind of the only one that has actually said his name so far, so that's all he has to say.
Really? You all, where are your manners? The only one I can hear just sort of, pushed to the wayside is the rather, good-looking tiefling fellow, because he reeks of high society training. Rather, he just seems to be unaware and taken aback by the mystical wonders that is the Underdark. Isn't that right, sir?
You're from the Feywild. What does this have to do with the Underdark?
Perhaps I was from the Feywild once, but now I live and reside in the Underdark alongside Uncle Erm's care.
You're thriving.
You see, the Underdark is no place for an alligator like myself, but rather a disastrous hellscape of animals of which should not be allowed to live, yet they manage to find a way to succeed, to breathe, to survive. Yet chunks of civilization still live, and not just live, but rather thrive. Is that not the core crux of wonder that is the innate abilities of mortals?
Couldn't have phrased it better myself.
Am I having a stroke?
No, sir. Rather, your
I think you've met
eyes
your
are taken
match,
aback with
Ajax.
wonder.
Ajax, this alligator fucking rocks. I don't even know what he's saying, but it sounds cool.
Yeah, he sounds really smart.
Mr. Andre, if I will. Could you teach me my lesson? Ajax usually teaches my lessons to me, but honestly, I don't know. I think he might be a tad bit smarter.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Well, that depends on which young goblin. A goblin who has, surpassed their instinctual reservations and is searching for something of a higher enlightenment, already being able to assess their lack in knowledge speaks wisdom beyond any arbitrary number and which could be prescribed
All
to
you're
you.
saying is big words. All you're saying is big words. There's nothing of substance that's coming out of your alligator mouth.
Ajax, I don't know.
I don't think it's a
he's
good
making
idea
You're just saying
to
something to
provoke
make yourself
an
sound smart.
alligator, Ajax.
It appears that I've struck a nerve with the elf. I'm sorry that your ineptitude in assessing animal life. Yes.
You're a fucking alligator that somehow grown
That's
sentient.
Hey,
unbelievably rude.
Ajax.
That's, come on. Andre, you must forgive
calm
our
down.
friend. He is
No, it's
from-
all right. It appears that your friend, I should say, does not have the proper understanding of what it means to be sentient. Would you claim that a pet dog would not be sentient because it cannot speak to you in the same way? Or rather, is communication only the verbal language between two species?
Wow. Andre, would you believe it? But Ajax taught me to kill with good intentions.
Oh, as one should. And it should be a wonderful master mark in one's life that you taught a goblin to kill with only good intentions or for survival and not absolutely letting themselves go and allowing their natural instincts to take over. But that is all right. There is a stark difference between intellectualness and wisdom, and it appears that your friend is very well read, but does not have the experience, one would say, to
See,
put
I
that
thought that
intellect
too.
into action, as can be seen by his utter silence.
Yep. Absolutely floored. Well,
I'm
Andre,
about to crawl into a fucking ball. There's no quarter in this stupid ass field. In this fenced in enclosure, stupid livestock.
our wizard has been adequately humbled, and with that, I will bid you adieu. I must create a prosthetic for my little guy friend here.
Such are the efforts of life.
Guy friend.
The pursuit of knowledge is the application of one's mental capacity. Until we chat again, Kaixus.
Until we chat again, Andre.
You guys like said 5 words to each other. It was mainly Ajax. So, okay.
But who came out on top, baby? It was me.
He literally, all it did was just throw a bunch of words into a blender and turn out with a soup. It just likes to hear the sound of its own voice.
Ajax, he was hitting some points there. I don't know what the points were.
What points was it hitting, Raggax? What did you learn from whatever fuck that was?
That alligators are people too.
Alligators are people too.
Exactly. Exactly, Sheelal.
I don't think that I would survive a single day in the Feywild without wanting to kill myself.
So, Uncle Ermi, while they're fixing prosthetics for Sheelal, what's the lodging? What's the bed situation look like here?
Ooh, well, I'm not cut out for visitors like this, but if you all want to stay together, there's plenty of hay and in the barn house, and that'll keep you all warm, cozy, and a private place for you all.
Hey, I mean that'll work.
A couple
we've roughed
walls
this or
works
worse.
better than what we've had in the past. So
Yep.
And we are very well. We're rather well protected out here compared to other portions of the Underdark. A lot of people like to sleep in caves or small little outlooks that they have around here, but nothing's better than 4 walls and a door and a roof.
True.
Can't agree.
And he opens the shed. And as he opens the shed, this 4-foot tall pile of bones just falls out of it. All right, I know what you're thinking. I'm a murderer, serial killer. No, I've collected these. And he hands one to you, Raggax. Raggax?
Yeah?
Throw one in that direction. And he points, not towards the canyon, but in the complete opposite direction.
Okay. Raggax grabs it and he throws it as hard and as far as he possibly can in the other direction.
Throw it into the air, spiraling as a dog manifests out of literal nowhere, blinking into existence and just biting it, looking, and then disappearing again. I've got about 48 blink dogs around here.
Sheelal's gonna grab one and chuck another.
Another dog manifests.
Oh my god.
He's gonna keep going until you tell him to stop.
This is incredible.
You can keep going. This passive just game of you running back, and after a bit, as you've thrown about 10 or 15, the dogs are lining up behind you to put them back into the pile for you to throw out into the world again.
Oh,
that is adorable.
How did you get so many blink dogs? That's so many.
A good businessman doesn't reveal his secrets. But I found them.
You're a businessman too?
Yes, I told you. I sell as many animals as I can to those that come around.
Kaixus is a businessman.
Kaixus is a businessman.
I wouldn't say businessman. I would say...
He works for BOGO.
No, I don't.
Oh!
I super don't work for BOGO. I don't do that.
No, it's all right. I understand. Bogo tried to buy my business once, and woo, let me tell you, I told him a big fat no with a capital O.
oh.
No starts with the letter N.
I love Ajax's demeanor. This is great. This is great.
Look, Ajax, once we make our fortune in the fight pits, then we can leave and we don't have to be in the Underdark anymore.
And we never have to come back here again.
Yes, exactly.
But it's so fun.
As he chucks another.
Until we inevitably come back and I have the opportunity to burn this fucking farm down.
I
No,
don't
not the
say that out
farm.
loud. Why would... He's right.
It's a figure of speech.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah.
I would love nothing more but to come back and have more striking intellectual conversations with Andre,
You could
the
sound a little bit
sentient
more
alligator from the
enthusiastic
Feywild.
about that.
Can I come
No.
back too?
Oh, I would love to come back. Speaking of Ajax, do you have that scroll?
The one that we decided was not going to work?
Yeah, can I just have a look at it?
Are we at a temple
Hey,
that is devoted to a god that you are attuned to?
He's gonna
Not
lose his
yet.
mind.
All
not
of these
yet.
bones. Is there a bone god?
Jump off this cliff by the end of the night.
Is there a bone god? Who knows? But this surely doesn't look like a farm that serves Leviatar. Why would you
Not
need the
yet.
scroll?
I mean, I feel like I could take a good crack at it once we need it.
You're gonna use it right here, and then the next time you try to use that spell, we're gonna end up right back at this farm.
It's the perfect hideaway. No one suspects the weird creature farm, you know?
Until we have to do a full day's travel until our legs give out, until the next potential civilization of Beluseo. How often do you plan on coming back to these fight pits?
I mean, hey, it's a good source of suffering at the fight pits. So, probably fairly often. I don't know. If I like strike it rich, like I hit the lottery, oh man, I am putting all my money into the fight pits.
You'll see once we actually get there that it's not as pleasant as you think, but maybe
Oh.
Raggax will enjoy it.
Raggax, if I give you this scroll, you're going to waste it.
You don't know that.
Can I
You don't
have
know
it?
that.
No, you can't have it either.
Oh,
I think our wizard needs a nap. He sounds pretty cranky.
We have been limping
Mm-hmm.
all the way here.
Yeah.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Like you're not gonna rest
Like you're
at all?
gonna rest? Yeah.
No, yes, I'm going to rest. I'm
Oh.
talking about the scroll still.
Let's look at these bones. Are
Give
there
me some
any
bones.
good
I'm looking-
bones in
That-
Good
here?
bones. Good bones.
Kaixus is looking through the bones. He's looking for good options. He's asking Sheelal to pick out some. Now, remember, Sheelal, I don't need you to like find a specific bone that you like. I just need you to find a collection of bones. Help me find a collection that I can then graft into one bone, like one arm
Okay.
for you.
can I have a hinge on it too for my rope?
Absolutely, you can have a hinge on it.
Okay.
Should I roll for this?
It depends. Are you looking for a specific type of bone? On a very quick sort of like look around, you will be able to find races like dwarves, elves, humans, tieflings,
Humanoid in general.
So like those humanoids in general, you are getting the sense that because this is such a big pile, if you were wanting to look for something like a minotaur arm or a yuan-ti arm or something like that, it's going to be a little more difficult depending on the race.
He'll try to keep it as close as he can to his other arm.
Then with ease, you will be able to find a collection of humanoid arms that will very easily be grafted together by Kaixus.
Do you think you could give me 2 more arms?
Do you want? I look at him. Can I roll a medicine check to even determine if that's possible?
Oh my god, she's gonna become a spider.
I'm not using this dice anymore. It's only a 7.
It's an interesting challenge. Maybe not with these resources.
If I were in an actual lab and not in some backwater farm in rural Underdark, I would certainly give it a try. But for now, let's just keep it to 1 arm.
Okay.
And I'll still try to get you like a legitimately cool steel one once we get to Belusale. But I take the bones and I get to work.
So makeshift grafting.
It's going to take you a little bit of time, so we'll do it when you guys fully long rest.
Okay.
Well, let me go ahead and let me take you out back to the barn. And he leads you back over and he opens this massive just double door, and you will see this 2-story barn with pretty much nothing except hay. You can see where there are supposed to be like horse stables for horses, but there is nothing in there. You all are welcome to pretty much hang out in here. It's probably the warmest place you got for now.
Better than nothing.
Better than nothing.
Thank you, Uncle Orby.
Oh, you're welcome.
We were in pretty dire straits, so this is a welcome
Why
change.
are we being subjected to a barn as opposed to being able to, I don't know, have shelter in your humble abode?
You mean the tiny shack over there that's gonna fit 7 people?
Air's got to spread his wings.
The barn's bigger than the house.
Is there an outhouse?
Oh, yes, we're outside right there.
I would just rather not be subjected to spending the night in a barn.
Well, you can sleep with me.
Hey.
Ajax, you slept in the desert before. I don't know why this is such a hang-up, you know?
No, the barn's fine. Barn's fine.
All right.
I think he's just scared that one of those alligators is gonna come in the middle of the night.
Oh,
And,
Andre could come get ya.
No, don't worry. I keep them animals locked up good tight. Now, do not go out purple delight popping. All right?
Sorry, what?
Purple delight popping. All right?
What's that?
Please, you know what? I'd rather not say the little guys
Please.
are going to do it. I
He
promise
doesn't want us
you.
to pop the cysts on the cows.
Yes, thank you.
Why would
Why
you
not?
say
Why
it?
not? Why not? Why not?
See, you're getting it, Ajax.
They're acidic. You see the purple delights? They're like, I don't know. I'm sure there's other animals that, like, when they get scared, they, like, emit something. When purple delights get scared, the pimples on them pop. But it's acid, and it stinks. And it sets off a chain reaction of acidic pimples popping through the entire farm.
How many cows were there?
About 25.
Shit.
I think that we're gonna have to do this in shifts to make sure that
Here
the
we go.
little ones do
Why
not
are you
attempt
giving them
this.
ideas?
That's what I'm saying. We should have just let the subjects be. Now they know what to do. I said not
This
to say it,
whole
and you said it,
session
Ajax.
It's torture.
I'm glad to know that one god smiles upon me. Although I guess that god didn't tell me, but rather she sent a little goblin to tell me, but that's all right. Well, I don't know if it's late or not for you all, but it ain't for me, so you all, get some rest. You all need anything? I can bring back some water.
I was going to say, that ledger that you were mentioning from Beluseo, if you don't mind, either tonight or tomorrow, being able to share that with us just to see what we might be up against in the future.
Yeah, how about this? Let me go ahead, tend to the animals real quick, make sure they all got their din-din, and right after that, I will come back with the ledger.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
And water.
Yes.
And water,
yes, please.
thank you.
Maybe, if I have some, even wine.
Oh, I didn't want to inquire.
I didn't want to impose.
Didn't want to impose.
But if you're offering, I mean...
Listen, you got an alchemy jug.
Does wine?
Drink
Does
some
it
of
make
that.
wine?
Free wine is free wine.
Yes.
Bitch, why are we not drinking? I bet it sucks ass, but man, it's better than nothing.
It's not. It's just
I've already
average wine.
established
It's one of the
this, not
purple-
your
It
taste.
Yeah.
also
but-
makes the wonderful flavor of Lee Stone Kite.
Lee Stone Kite. That's right. You wouldn't happen to have like purple milk with these cows, right?
Well, I do, but you don't really want it. It's not really purple, it's more like a purplish greenish yellow.
Is it good?
Well, I don't know. I've never had it personally. Something about drinking milk from an acidic pimple-popping cow doesn't seem,
So what's the point?
I don't know. People buy them. I find them, I sell them, they buy them.
Does it need to be more complicated than that?
The wheel of capitalism keeps spinning.
He's starting to make more sense to me now. I'm starting to inquire the why.
Could you bring some of that back?
Sure, whatever you want.
Hell yeah.
You all saved me, so
yeah.
I owe you all a debt. Hopefully those pixies don't come back fighting.
I was going to mention that. If they do, please just yell. I'm sure you will anyway, but yeah.
No, don't worry. I've got a bunch of different yells. You'll figure out which one is my I'm in danger yell.
You could just scream it, but sure.
All right. Let me get back and I'll bring you all those things you need, alrighty?
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you see Uncle Ermy prop himself up and head out of the barn.
Centuries of backwood inbreeding.
Sorry?
What's inbreeding?
I don't know about that. He'd seem to have most of his faculties together.
Oh no, it's just the demeanor.
He's
if he can
pretty
raise
friendly for the most part, I'd say.
Yeah.
And if he
he's
can raise
too
an
friendly.
alligator like that, I think there's some deeper intelligence there.
I thought they were very smart, and I like Bibby.
Bibby
He
was
is
cool.
Big.
Please do not mess with Bibby.
You managed to fell what?
Please.
One pixie.
Mm-hmm. I did.
He just seems awful chummy for felling one singular pixie like that.
I mean, it's like weeds, you know? Like, if there's one growing and someone picks it for you, it's cool, you know?
I will say it's probably a good idea to still keep watch and stay together, just in case he isn't what he seems.
Okay.
So we do 2 per watch, yeah?
Yeah,
Probably
I'd
best.
say.
Worked so far. We haven't gotten ganked in the middle of the night, so.
We don't even know what time it is. It could be midday.
It
Just
could
kidding,
be.
we do know what time it is.
Wait. How did we
We
determine
figured
this?
that one out yesterday.
It was just
we
my
figured that
body
one out
clock,
last
right?
session.
It is the dead of night right
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
So how do we want to do
So-
this? I guess we can establish the watches now, maybe?
I wouldn't mind having a watch with Ajax. I don't think I've had a watch with him yet, if I'm being completely honest.
Oh, I would be delighted.
As
You said that with a
would
smile.
I.
I don't know if that's...
That
little
that is
concerned by that watch.
fantastic. That's the best idea I've ever heard you say, Raggax.
Well, thank you. You know, I don't have a lot of good ones, but when I do have a good one, they are good.
Oh, don't say that. You have plenty of excellent ideas.
Yeah, like when we went out and had fun in the one hole in the ground where we just came from.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
referring to Smolder Rock.
Oh, yes.
Yes, if you hadn't gone out and had that fun, we wouldn't have been in this situation.
We wouldn't have
We'd
met
probably
Brander,
still be
though.
stuck in Smolder Rock trying to figure out how to rob a bank.
I like this situation. This place is fun.
Yes. If you hadn't decided to go out and commit some tomfoolery crime, we wouldn't have had the pleasurable company of Uncle Ermy and his pet alligator. What was it?
I'm
Andre.
Andre?
Mhm.
And the other one is Abby.
Era, I'm surprised that Ajax is really cool with all this. I didn't think he was going to be cool with all this. He seems super jazzed.
You know, you believe that, Raggax. I will keep the fantasy going in your brain.
I am so jazzed right now, Raggax. You don't even know how jazzed I am.
On a scale from like
tone
1
of voice says it
to
all.
20. On a scale from 1 to 20. How jazzed?
On a scale of 1 to 20, how jazzed am I?
Like, are you like pre-war jazz, or are you like?
I'm a whole Sank Sinatra over here, baby.
Sank
Sinatra.
That's pretty jazzed. That's pretty jazzed.
Have you guys
right there.
heard of Michael Moublé?
Michael Bublé.
Michael Moublé.
Michael Bublé. Mm.
He's like this cow person,
Ah.
and he
Is he,
sings jazz.
He's a furbolg.
He's a furbolg,
Oh,
really?
yes, that.
Mhm.
I've heard many stories of the people I know going to his concerts.
Mm.
Spirits I know.
I listen to a lot of Koabon. he's kind of this. He's this.
Please.
He's kind of this indie elf artist in the woods.
I haven't had the pleasure of listening to any Koabon.
Koabon is hey. When I'm feeling down, that's who I put on. You know.
I'm a really big fan of this orange tiefling from Raydell who goes by Whaley Hilliams. And she fronts a band called Aramorp.
So, what are the long rest decisions?
Oh my god, we only figured out one. We literally only figured out one.
I guess the other three, and let Iska join whichever one she wants, maybe?
I'm going to be up for 4 hours. 2 of those hours is with Raggax.
Kaixus and Sheelal just gonna be working for
I
the
think
first couple hours or something.
I think we can do a rest. We can do a watch together because I can work on it with you.
You guys don't have to long rest now. You guys can have time before you decide to long rest too.
I'd love some time to work on my shit.
So then,
give me first watch.
All right.
Do we want to? Ajax and me, Raggax, can take last watch.
I like it.
Sounds good.
So with that, then, you all have arrived at Uncle Ermy's, have decided your tentative long rests, and as you guys sit in the barn, surrounded by these rather absurd animals around you, you all begin the process of a long rest.
Yay!
And on that, we will end this episode.
Long sesh.
Hello all, I'm Raf, your Dungeon Master for Arcane Amphitheatre. Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure, and if you haven't already, come check out and join us on Discord. We'd love to hear from you guys. We've also got a new website up and running, www.arcaneamphitheatre.com. As always, we have new episodes releasing every Wednesday wherever you get your podcasts. And finally, be sure to like and follow us on our socials to stay up to date on all things Arcane Amphitheatre. Links can be found in the descriptions below. We hope you guys continue to join us as the story of the Redeviants continues to unfold.